Hi everyone, this is the FIDE master Santagati. In this video, I will show you how to analyze your own games. I'll try to explain you how I do that, and I think it can be very useful for you. I often play blitz games on internet to check my opening repertoire to understand if I have to improve it, if I feel that I can have a good plan after the opening. And so I use often blitz games to do that. In this video, I selected a game that I played in a blitz tournament. Each Sunday, I organize the chess logger a blitz tournament. So if you like to play, follow me, and you can have information about it. And in this tournament, I played this game as white against Piyush Batra, and I played e4. He played c5. Okay, you know, when you have the first moves, it's not so important. Pay attention because we think in general, so now it's not possible to have a specific plan. So c3, the Alpine, d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5, d4. C takes, and e6, knight c3, bishop b4, knight f3. Okay, all those moves are normal because I'm thinking in general to develop the pieces in a good way, and for sure the two knights can go to f3 and c3, so that's easy. So it's not possible that it is a mistake, so it's okay. Knight f6, and now the point where bring those bishop, and e2 could be a good square. Castle, castle, bishop takes c3, b takes c3, and knight c6. Okay, let's see. This is the first important point of the game. I remember that when you analyze your game, it's very important pay attention about the position which you have or in which you don't have a plan. If there is a position in which you don't have a plan, wait, try to understand the position and try to understand why you don't have a plan, because it's very important after the opening, when the position is clear, it's very important have an idea, have a plan, because if you don't have it, you cannot play chess. So take your time to find it. My tip is, for example, have a position like this. Now is why to play. Now I need a plan. Without a plan, I'm lost. So it's very important for me to find a plan here. And I have to remember if I had a plan in the game. To be sure, I played c4, but my plan wasn't so clear because, okay, I said then I play bishop e3. Maybe I can play in this side, but to be honest, it isn't a clear. It wasn't a clear plan for white. For this reason, now when you analyze your game after it, it's very important. For example, focus attention about the position the position in which you don't have a plan. In this case, the move number 10 after knight c6 to have an idea. The first question is, how can I find a plan? To find a plan, it can be a good idea. Pay attention about the space, about the pieces, open lines, activity. In this case, for example, I have open line b file. I can have a good play with the two bishops on the side. So I probably have to play on the queen side, and my move c4 could be logical to have the jet attack on the queen side. So maybe it's also a good move, for example. And after c4, instead of c4, I can play bishop e3, but usually in this kind of position, I'm a little scared about move knight a5, which just block my pawns. And maybe I can avoid that playing queen a4, but then the bishop d7, I have to calculate. This was a blitz game, so I don't have time to calculate it. And I think in general, my move c4 looks quite good in d8, so I think I can continue with it. Maybe I can comment this move, and maybe I can also give value. Maybe we can say interesting move c4. Then at the moment I'm analyzing my game alone, so without the engine. But after, I will use the engine to understand if I'm right or I'm wrong. This is very This is very important to understand if you're right or not. If you study without a coach, without a master, you can try with the computer. In general, my tip is study with a coach, with a master, because the problem about the computer, about the engine, is that the engine give you only a value. So you can understand the value and maybe it's good, but if you don't understand the value, your analysis is completely useless. So if you understand the value, okay, try to analyze. If you don't understand it, or you spend time to understand, or maybe it's better for you, try to find a coach that can help you to understand the meaning of the position. So this is my general tip about that. Okay, let's go forward. And after queen d8, I played bishop a3. Probably it's a mistake because my idea is attack on the queen side, and this bishop can help me maybe on the center. So probably here, bishop e3, maybe not immediately, but before h3 and then bishop e3 could be an idea. So I think now my move bishop a3 is not completely correct, and I can command this move and nothing symbol. Wait, I can maybe say that it's this move. No, sorry, not the rook b1, but I mean bishop a3. So it's this. Okay, rook b1. Okay, it's normal. So normal. I can remove. Very well. So bishop a3, rook e8, and now rook b1. Rook b1 looks logical because I have to take the b file to attack. And I think this bishop on e3 is not good. And knight e4, queen e3 to avoid the fork on c3. And after that, knight g5. Now there is another interesting point, move 14, the trade. It is good for me trade or not. In general, in position like this, trade is not so good for white because white has more space. And if you have more space, for you, it's better play with the pieces. So for this reason, I think that in this kind of position, it's better don't trade. But the point is, if I can avoid that, and I think I'm without this option, because if I go back on d2 with the knight, I will lose the pawn d4. So I think I've no move. So at the hand, I decided to trade, and I think this is forced. Bishop f3 and queen a5. Now, I have good space of the bishop pair, but I don't think this move is okay. Because okay, I weaken the pawn structure, but then opposite color bishop in game. Not very easy, especially because my dark bishop cannot help me to attack the king on the king side. So I think it's not a good trade for me. For this reason, here, my move in the game was rook b5. I have to check in my analysis if this move is correct or not. The point is, again, the plan. How can I improve my plan on the king side? Sorry, on the queen side in this case, with the rook b5. Yeah, maybe with rook b5 I can improve because I forced the queen to go in a passive way. Maybe rook h5 was a mistake, because black can defend with a 5, and maybe I don't have a very good attack on the king side. Maybe another option for me to make pressure, more pressure on the queen side could be, for example, rook on b1. I think rook b1 is better. So I suppose now that rook h5 is a little mistake, so I can use the mark, dubious mark, and question with exclamation mark. So it's dubious move. Okay, so rook h5 I think is a mistake. And okay, let's go forward. So he played f5 and b5. I think is now this move correct because it's time to open. Because if I don't open the position, this rook on h5 is completely useless. So I think d5 is interesting. So I use the interesting move. d5, knight d5, and e3. Take, c takes d5. And now my position, I think, is okay because my pass pawn can be a very interesting threat. So I think I'm better here. But I have to pay attention at the trick that I didn't see in the game. So I think this position is fine for me. But after bishop d7, I missed a very important trick. I was liking the game because also my opponent didn't see it. But after bishop d7, I missed this idea. Queen takes, king takes, and mate. So I made a mistake, very important mistake in this game. And in the game, I played rook g5. So rook g5 is a very, very bad blunder. I missed it. And they played g6. He didn't see it. Now I realized that there is this trick because I can show you. Black can play queen takes, king takes, bishop b5. And after king g1, there is back rank mate. And the game is completely lost after that. So now I saw hit, and after g6 I played h4 to defend, to give the square to avoid the back rank mate and have some time to attack. Black played queen e2, and now queen b3. Okay, I'm the attacker, so it's better for me don't trade the queens. Queen b3 looks a logical option. b6. And now my plan, I have a plan now. My plan is or I take the king, this king is weak, or improve my pawn. So bishop b2 to make pressure, and now king f8, queen b4 check, and my position now I think is winning. Yeah, maybe in the game I didn't play all the best moves, but I think my analysis is complete because now I reached a better position, a winning position, and I think this can be enough. In the game, for example, at the end, I reached this position. It's important for me don't trade the queens. On the other hand, after this move and queen h4, at the end, I met black and I won. Okay, so the first step is in the game and try to analyze this game alone. For example, it was a blitz game for me, and I spent now, I think, 50 minutes probably. Let me check how many time I spent to analyze. I think 10 or 15 minutes to analyze. And so you play, for example, a blitz game, but then if you want really improve, it's very important. It's very, very important for you review your game and review it well. I remember that if you can review alone, if you are able to understand what the engine will say, it's okay to review alone. But if you have problems, if you don't understand the moves, maybe you can ask out at an expert friend, or you can ask a professional coach, for example. And in this way, for you, it will be easier to understand the game. So my tips to improve is play, but at the same time, analyze. Because if you don't analyze, it's completely useless. Play to improve. Yes, you can play for fun, and that's okay. I also play for fun. But if you play to improve, if you don't analyze, you have no improvements. And it's also important to understand how to analyze. If you analyze a blitz game, like in this case, it's very important for the attention about the opening and about the positions in which you have no plan. So, or in which your plan is not clear. For this reason, in my case, now I go back and now I can start to analyze with the engine. So stockfish, okay, so e4, and okay, I can go with the first step, move 11, c4. Let me check if my plan was good. So I marked c4 with the exclamation question mark. So interesting move, I think c4. Let me check if I'm right. Okay, yeah, my move is okay. The engine said that it's good. a3. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I think bishop a3 is a mistake, but for the engine is okay. Let me check if h3 is still good. Oh yeah, for example, h3 is still good. So in this case, I think that my plan is better because okay, the engine said that also bishop a3 is good. But if your plan is attack on the queen side, probably this plan with h3 bishop e3 is better. So I prefer it. So after this, so bishop a3, rook e8, rook b1, knight e4, and now I decide to play queen d3, d5, and here I'm missing the rook d1. Yeah, not force the trade. I can simply play rook d1. I decide to trade, but it's also good. And now I didn't see the option f4, but bishop f3 I think is fine. Queen a5 and with rook d5. Yeah, okay. Queen a6, rook h5, f5. Maybe I missed something in this position. Okay, first of all, bishop b2 this is an interesting plan that I missed in the game because I played immediately d5. And after knight d5, I lose an important bishop. So, okay, d5 is a mistake. I marked it as interesting move, but my analysis was bad in this case. Move 19. And we can see that mistake, d5. That's not good because after d5 I can allow knight d5 and black can trade, and that is not good for me, so that's a problem. So instead of d5, sorry, so we can say that the idea d5 is good, but play d5 immediately is a mistake. So the engine says correctly that instead of play d5 immediately, I have to play bishop b2. With the idea that after bishop b2, it's possible d5. For example, if bishop d7, now d5, start very strong, and I can play 2 in the game. So d5 is a mistake because the idea to open is correct, but is wrong. Open the position now because you allow knight d5. So in this case, what kind of mistake is? Mistake about calculation. Maybe you miss one move. In this case, maybe you miss knight d5, and you allow this important move. But strategically, correct open, but you must find the right moment to open. So d5 is an important mistake in this case. Very well. So after knight d5, I played queen e3, and I missed the pawn c4. So this is a blunder. Also in my own analysis, I missed again this. So if I play instead of queen e3, if knight takes e4, there is bishop c5, and there is more activity. Yeah, so that's the problem, because if I play queen e3, the problem is that knight can take attacking the queen. So queen e3 was another blunder. So I can maybe use the blunder, mistake. We can consider it a mistake. So that's good. And queen e3, knight takes f3, queen takes, and takes d5. Now I played c takes d5, bishop d7, and now I missed this important trick. I have to play h3. I played rook g5, and this is a very, very important blunder in my game, because now it can simply take. You can simply take the rook, and now there is mate. Queen takes, king takes, bishop b5, king g1, and rook e1 checkmate, and the game is lost. He played the g6, and I was lucky. Now I saw the problem: h4, queen e2, queen b3, and b6. b2, and now I said, okay, my position, maybe I can play better. I remember this is a blitz game, so you can make some tactical mistakes. You can make some mistake about calculation because you have no time to analyze very well. So bishop b2 is logical to make more pressure. And now, okay, when I reach this position with bishop b2, queen c3, you know that white is playing to win because it's impossible to defend the king position. So that's very good. So again, how analyze your own games? It's important. Consider that in this video, I'm considering the blitz game that you play online. And my tip is play, analyze. First step is analyze alone and try to understand your mistakes. Try to find some improvements that you can do instead of the mistake that you did, and try to pay attention about the positions in which you have no plans. When you have no plans, take your time, take 10, 20 minutes to understand what you can do, and try to find it alone. Maybe after that, you can use the engine to help yourself in the study. Maybe this can be very useful. Or if for you is not, if you don't understand the value that you can have with the computer, maybe you can also ask more expert people, extra players. So that's a very important thing to do. So if you play to improve, analyze. If you play for fun, you can simply play. You can choose. Okay, thank you a lot to watching this video, and see you for the next. I remember that you can simply subscribe in this channel to have information about when I will do the next live, the next video, when I will publish the next videos. And for everything, you can write a comment below. So thanks again. See you soon. Bye.